Tell us, if you could have any arms you want, what would your dream arms be? Finally, a question that I was being asked that looked at what I wanted, not what the world thought I needed and should have. From just this one question, I was so excited. Open Bionics were about to change my life. If you haven't seen part 1 of my story, you're probably wondering what happened to my hands. When I was really young, I fell ill with Meningococcal Septicaemia B. My hands were deteriorating fast, and my parents were forced to make the hardest decision, to amputate my hands. One of the biggest challenges I faced after coming home from the hospital was learning how to adapt without hands. It was really difficult for my parents to watch me struggle, but they never gave up on trying to encourage me to do things myself, like opening doors. I struggled a lot at first, but when I realized that I could do it all by myself, something inside me just clicked, and I knew I could become the independent person that I am here today. My mum was determined to get me new hands, and threw herself into researching prosthetics. We decided to start off with what we could get for free, and it was definitely a bit of an eye-opener for my mum and I. My first ever prosthetic arm was given to us in a brown paper bag, as if it was something we should be discreet about. I remember sitting in the back of the car, staring at the paper bag, thinking that if it was a hand, I wouldn't use it at all. I couldn't associate it as a hand, and honestly, everything about it just scared me. One day I couldn't take it anymore and sobbed to my mum asking, "Are these really the only arms made for people like me?" At that moment, my mum and I held each other tight and cried. I couldn't help but think how these prosthetic hands would not help those kids at all, and that I needed to do something to change this. I was determined to find someone out there that could help. After trying private clinics, we decided that we needed to find new options, when my mum stumbled across an appeal that had been put out by a startup company called Open Bionics. They were using the new technology, 3D printing, and were looking for a below-the-elbow child amputee to help them with a project that they were involved in. Straight away, my mum emailed them and explained my history, and that we were desperate to help companies create a hand prosthetic for kids, and that I would be an ideal candidate. 3 weeks later, we got an email back asking us to pop down to the clinic for a meeting. "We are so glad you are here, Tilly. Why don't you tell us exactly what you were looking for?" Instantly, I knew this company really cared about what I wanted as much as what I needed. I felt like I had control over the design. I explained to Open Bionics that it was so important for the hands to help me with practical tasks. I would love to be able to brush my own hair, but not only that, they needed to make me feel cool and empowered wearing them. I wanted a hand that would embrace my differences and make me unique. I remember telling everyone that one day I would love a whole wardrobe full of hands that I could mix and match up to my outfits, as I thought they could be a cool fashion accessory. It could look so stylish. I was so excited, and I will admit I got a bit over-ambitious at times. But I like to dream big, and didn't yet know how far this company could go with my requests. I wanted lights, Bluetooth speakers in my arm, and a projector shining from the palm of my hand. I also quite liked the idea of a personal assistant, like Siri or Alexa inside the arm. Ultimately, if Bionics could be an enhancement of the human body, that is what I am aiming for. After our first couple of meetings, Open Bionics asked me to become an ambassador for them. I was so excited to be able to be a spokesperson for something I truly believe in, and gladly accepted. I now have the privilege of showcasing their technology through my everyday life. They have given me incredible opportunities to travel with them and speak about their work, and how it has in fact changed my life. And through that, I've been able to make a difference. I hope that by showcasing my arms and my story, that kids just like me can feel empowered too. One of the best moments of my life was sitting on a panel in Amsterdam with the Dalai Lama, showing how technology can be used for the good. With every opportunity comes a new story to tell. I was also able to go to some of the most amazing venues, including the White House. I got to meet Obama's secretary, who was deaf. She showed me that having a disability won't stop you from doing whatever you want to do, because being Obama's secretary is a really high-profile job. It was so great to be in a room full of so many positive change makers, and I was beyond thrilled to be part of the event. It definitely inspired me to push forward and to keep being a spokesperson for change. I now travel the world in my own right, not only as Open Bionics ambassador, but as Tilly, sharing my story, this story, and trying to inspire others to do the same. I have met so many incredible people and been given so many wonderful opportunities. I never would have thought I'd be able to stand on the blue carpet at the world premiere of Alita Battle Angel, alongside Rosa Salazar, and being presented with the Alita's Berserker Body Bionic Arms by James Cameron and John Lando. I am forever grateful for these opportunities and where they have gotten me here today. I want to keep working with different organisations to make the best hands possible and make them available for all amputees all around the world. I feel like my life has only just really begun and that I have something to say. Embrace who you are. Everyone has differences, and your differences are what makes you stand out. Love you and only be you. People are people, and it is as simple as that. I'm excited to carry on standing on the big stage, working with Open Bionics, sharing my story, and hopefully taking the stigma away from what people call a disability. What people class as my disability is actually my ability. So, this is my story. What's yours? Thank you so much to the Alita Army for sponsoring this video.